It's time for another mystery pattern. If you're new to the channel, I've got these two books from 1846 and 1847, 6 and 7, and I have my bowl of numbers here. Many of the patterns are blacked out like this. I shake the numbers around. I pick a number, whatever number I pick, I work the corresponding pattern. These patterns do not have any illustrations, so by covering up their titles, they are a true mystery until we are all done and we peel the tape away and unveil the pattern. So let's get right into this. Let's find today's pattern. We're really working these two books down, and then we can start some new books, some different eras, different decades, I should say. Here we go. Okay. And it says not yet. Okay, that's one of our dummy ones. Pick another one. Oops, I popped one. Okay, do again. Number 1. Okay, this is going to be in the old book because numbers that have a little asterisk next to them are from the newer book that we introduced a couple weeks ago. All right, number 1. So we'll move this one out of the way. And number 1 is right there. And how far does number 1 go? Number 1 goes all the way to here. So, all right. Boar's head cotton, number 16, or Berlin wool, sew a thin yarn in plain, open, and treble crochet. Okay, so we're going to be working in single crochet. We're going to be working in filet crochet and in double crochet. This is a UK book, so treble translates in US terms to double. All right, so number 1 is now done and out of there. As soon as this book is empty, I've got 2 more books we're going to dive into. Okay, so let me go get some materials. I think what I'm going to do, since so many of you really appreciated the thicker yarns, I think I'm going to, whatever this is going to be, even if it's baby booty, doesn't matter. I'm going to use a thicker yarn and a bigger hook because so many of you have really expressed how much you appreciate that you can see what I'm doing easier. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So let me go find some yarn and figure out what hook I want to use, and I'll be right back. So just like the last video, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this Red Heart Super Saver in the color Aran, since it was really easy for you guys to see it on camera. So, and I'm also going to use a 5mm hook, just a standard hook size for this particular yarn. So I'm going to unravel a little pile of this and get right back to you. Let's see, what do we need to do? It says here, well, first of all, we're working in the rounds. It says here to make a chain of 8 stitches and join it. First round, 1 treble, so 1 double crochet. Then we work 3 chains because somebody made a correction here. We're going to work 1 double crochet plus 3 chains into every chain stitch that we make, and we're making 8 of them to start. So here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I will join this. Okay, now it says to make 1 treble and then chain 3, so I'm going to chain 3 for our first treble crochet, which translates into a US double crochet, then an additional 3 chains for the chain 3. Now the very next stitch over, we work yarn over and we work a US double crochet. There we go. Then chain 3. Now from here on out, I will be referring to these as double crochets just for my own simplicity. The next stitch over, double crochet, chain 3, next stitch over, and repeat. Okay, I'm going to repeat this stitch pattern all the way around. Double crochets plus chain 3. I will be back whenever I get back around to the beginning. Now, these patterns are notorious for not telling you how to end a round. It never tells you how to end a round, so you know, our first pattern we worked, we weren't supposed to join. We were supposed to carry on and work in a spiral. So I'm assuming this one we do join though. I'm just assuming. All right, I'll be back. All right, here we go. And I'm going to slip stitch 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd chain from the join. All right, here we go. Round 2 is going to be 3 double crochet, 3 chains, miss 1. Okay, so we'll start with a chain 3, a little doggy hair, and then 3. Now we're going to work into the chains. So that was 1, 2, and 3, and then we chain 3 and we miss 1, so we will skip the last chain and into the top of the first double crochet, or the next double crochet, sorry. We will work a double crochet and then 1 into each of the next 2 chains. 1 and 2. That's a total of 3, and then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. We skip the last chain and we begin again with our 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 3. Okay, so I'm going to continue to work this all the way around and I will be right back. Just coming around to the beginning now, and I'm just going to go ahead and join in the top of that chain 3 right there. I already worked my last chain 3, so there we go. Now we will, third round will be 5 treble, 3 chain, 4th round 7 treble, 5th round 9 treble. So this is really going to grow. Okay, so 5 treble and 3 chain. So we will start with our chain 3 for our first double crochet. Then we work 2, 3, into that first chain there is 4, and then 5. I mean, I may need to actually use just a little bit of a smaller yarn. This thing here is going to get probably too big for camera. So I'm going to actually start over again off camera. I will catch up to myself, but I'm going to get a sport weight yarn because I am thinking if as big as this thing is already growing and we are barely in round 3, I think I'm going to need to get a smaller yarn. So I'll be right back. I'm going to use this baby yarn here. That's pretty old. I don't know if I don't think it's vintage because there is a website on it, .com. I just don't know if that's 2001, or 2012. I don't know. This came from my grandmother-in-law, and so it looks pretty old. I never heard of TLC baby yarn before, but maybe some of you have. This is what I'm going to use. It's much thinner. I'm just going to use the hook, the recommended hook size, which is a 4 millimeter. You know what? I may go for a 3.75. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to catch myself up. Let's just finish up this round. I went ahead and got myself caught up. This is when we have 5 double crochet and then the chain 3s. So I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that starting chain 3. And now we will work 7 double crochets the exact same way we have been. And then I'm just going to go ahead and work rounds 4 and round 5, and I will jump back whenever I am ready for round 6. So round 4 is 7 double crochet separated by a chain 3, and then 9 double crochet separated by a chain 3 for round 5, of course skipping 1. So I'm going to do that. I will be right back whenever I am ready for round 6. Going to finish this last round, or the last bit of this round up with you. So I chained 3. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that starting chain 3, and let's see what do we do now. Now it says here, 6th round, we are going to miss 2, 7 treble or 7 double crochet, 2 chains, miss 2, 1 treble, and 2 chains. So we dealt with the where it says to miss 2 right at the start of the round. So in modern crochet terms, because the only reason I feel confident about what this is because we've dealt with it before. So in modern crochet terms, we would simply say slip stitch over a couple of stitches, but they say miss 2, but what they mean is to slip stitch over. So we are currently in the first. We have to skip 2. We're already in 1. We're slip stitched in, don't chain 1. Just slip stitch over to the next stitch over. Now that is missing 2. We've skipped over the very first stitch, which is our chain 3, and we've skipped over the double crochet next to it. Now we have to slip stitch over one more time, just because that's where we're going to start our 7 double crochet. So we'll chain 3 for our first double crochet. Now 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we started off with 9 double crochet to work into down here in this row. We eliminated 2, so now we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What does it say next? We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then miss 2, so we're going to skip 2 chains. I was reading the instructions down below. I'm like, what? So into the last chain, we work 1 double crochet, then we chain 2, and we start this all over again. So we're going to skip the first 2 double crochet of the 9 that we have here to work with, skip the 2, and in the third one over, start working our 7 double crochets. 2, oops, 3. Calm down, Karina. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we chain 2, skip the first 2 chains, and in the third chain, work 1 double crochet, chain 2, skip the first 2 double crochet of the 9 that are here, 1, 2, and start working our 7. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come back when I get back around to the beginning, but you can see what the pattern here is now. We work 7 double crochet, then we skip 2, skipping the 2 chains. In the third chain over, we work a double crochet, chain 2, skip the first 2 double crochet, and work 7 over and over again. So there you go. I will be right back when I get back around to the beginning. Let's finish this round off together. I worked my last double crochet right here in the last chain. So now I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, let's see what it says now. 7th round, we're going to skip 2. So we're going to slip stitch over, 5 double crochet, chain 3, skip 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3. Okay, so we're in our first of our 2 that we need to skip 2, yeah. So we're already in one we need to skip, so we got to skip the next one over, and then slip stitch over one more time because that's where we're going to work our first double crochet, and we're going to chain 3 for that, and we work 5 double crochet. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and skip 2, 1, 2, and then work 3 double crochet. So 1 into the chain. That's a weird looking double crochet. 1 into the chain, 1 into the actual double crochet, and another 1 into the chain on the other side. Then we chain 3. Is that what it says? Yes. 2, 3. Now we start over again, and we're going to skip. So here's where I'm having a little bit of confusion because it says that okay, we skipped 2. We worked our 5 double crochet. Then we worked our chain 3. Then we skipped 2 chains, and we worked our 3 double crochet. So that's 1 in the chain, 1 in the double, and then 1 in the chain. Then it says 3 chains. I did that, 3 chains, and now we have to start all the way at the beginning where it says to miss 2. But if we do that, then we have to skip 1 chain and the first double crochet, and that leaves us with 6 double crochet to need to work into. So I'm going to take it upon myself to assume that they mean skip 2 double crochet. We're not going to worry about the chain, and just start working your 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 3, and right here we've got a chain, a double crochet, and a chain, so that's what we're going to work into. Work 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and skip the first 2 double crochet and start this all over again. So I will be back when I work my way back around to the starting chain 3. Okay, be right back. Just came upon a mistake I made in the previous round. Looks like I skipped 3 stitches and then worked some double crochets, so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches down here to work with. So I'm gonna have to work a couple of stitches into the same stitch up here just to keep the stitch count consistent. So I'm going to work 2 right into the middle here. I don't know why I undid that. That wasn't even necessary. So I'll work 2 here. That way it helps to keep the stitch count as consistent as possible. So that's 4, and then the last single or double crochet will make number 5. So that's just a little oopsie daisy there. It happens. Okay, let's finish this round up together. Slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 there. There we go. Now, I had to get a thing because I kept confusing round 6 and round 7 together. Okay, round 8. Miss 3 stitches, work 3 treble, 3 chains, miss 3, 5 treble, 3 chains. Okay, let's work through that. So we're going to skip 3, so we're already in 1. This makes 2, and then this makes 3. Then we need to go 1 more over. So we got to work 3 double crochets. So we got to go 1 more over, but this is the one we start our double, so we chain 3. That makes 1, 2, try that again. And now the first chain right here is, I guess, where number 3 needs to go. Now we will chain 3, 2, 3, skip 3, so skip the first 2 chains and then skip this double crochet. Work 5 treble. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into this last chain here makes 5, and then 3 chains, and now we start again. We skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and we work 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then in the last 2 double crochet, they each get 1 double. Then that is, oh, and then 1 into the first chain. Okay, that's our 3 double. Chain 3, skip 3, so the last 2 chains, and then the first double crochet, and into the second double crochet over, we start working our 5 double crochet across. 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 3, skip 3, work 3, and carry on. So I will catch back up with you whenever we get back around to the beginning. Be right back. It's kind of trying to curl up on me, as you can see. Hopefully as the rounds go, it like pulls itself out. But let's finish this round up together. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch into that chain 3. And now we turn the page. And here we are, 9th round. Skip 1, 1 double crochet, 2 chains, miss 1, 1 double crochet, 2 chains, miss 1, 1 double crochet, 2 chains, miss 1, 7 Ooh, this one's going to be, we're going to have to go through this one bit by bit. So it says to skip 1, so we're already in the one that we need to skip. So we're going to slip stitch over just once, and we go ahead and work our double crochet. Yes, because this is the one we need to skip. Okay, so 1 double crochet. There we go. Then it says to chain 2, so add 2 more chains to that. Now it says to skip 1 and work 1 double. So we're going to skip the last double crochet and into the chain. We work 1 more. Now it says to chain 2, skip 1. So skip the middle chain, and in the last chain over, we work another double crochet. Then we chain 2. We skip 1 again, so skip the first double crochet and work into the next one over. Now we work 7. Okay, so this is one of 7. My eyes were getting crossed. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we chain 2 and we start that all over again. So skip the first double crochet and then work a double crochet in the next stitch over. Chain 2, skip the next one and work 1 into the chain. Chain 2, skip 1. Okay, so if you're wanting to follow along, here's what we're doing. We'll start from, well, I guess we'll have to start from the beginning. So it's a double crochet, chain 2, skip 1 stitch. Here we go. Let me get you down in here. Start over again. Double crochet, chain 2, skip 1 stitch, work a double, chain 2, skip another stitch, work a double. So you're going to work a double crochet in the first and in the last chain, skipping the middle chain. Then you're going to chain 2, skip your first double crochet, and then work 7. So that's going to be 4 into 4, 1 into 4 doubles, and then 3 into each of the 3 chains. Then you're going to start that all over again. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and work this all the way around, and I will catch back up with you at the beginning. Okay, so here's how it's working out. Now let's finish this round up together and move on to round 10. Chain, we were chaining 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's look at round 10. Hopefully round 10 doesn't cross my eyes as much. Now we work, we're not skipping. Okay, we work 3 double crochet, 2 chains, miss 3, 3 treble, which means 3 double, 2 chain, skip 2, 5 double crochet, 2 chains, skip 2. Okay, let's go through this 1 stitch at a time. So we're going to start with a chain 3 for our first double crochet, and then into the next 2 chains we work a double crochet in each. So that is 3 double crochet to start. Then 2 chains. Skip 3, so we're going to skip the double crochet, the chain, and the chain, and so into the next double crochet we start working 3 doubles. So that is 1, and then 1 into each of the next 2 chains. 2, let me get you down in here. And then 3. Now 2 chains, skip 2, so skip the first 2 double crochet, and then work 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now we chain 2 and skip 2. 1, 2, skip the 2 chains, and we start again with our 3 double crochet, just like how we started. So 1, and then 2 into each, or 2 into the chains. And it was 2 chains, skip 3, so skip the double and the 2 chains and into the double crochet. We work 1 double and then 1 into each of the 2 chains next to it. One and 2. And then we chain 2, skip 2, and work 5. So skip, skip, and then we work our 5. Okay, so this is the repeat, and I will lay it flat for you so that you can study it for a moment. And I'm going to repeat this all the way around and then come back when I get back to the beginning. So we start off with 3 double, let me get you back down here again. 3 double crochet, 2 of them are in the chain. Then we skip the next double and 2 chains, and then we work the same, just like how it looks in a double and 2 chains. Chain 2 and skip the first 2 double crochet and work 5, and then just keep repeating that over and over again. So that is how it looks there, if you need to observe. Oh, it's kind of blurry. Okay, so I will be right back. I'm going to finish working this all the way around. Okay, I already went ahead and closed off to the top of my starting chain 3. So let's move on to round 11. This is our second to last round. There we go. And we work 5 double crochets, 2 chains, 5 double crochets, 2 chains, miss 2, 3 double crochets, 2 chains. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and start going through this with you, because that's a lot. So start with our chain 3. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we work 2 chains and then 5 double again. So we're not skipping any here. 1, 2, 3, and then into the chains, 4 and 5. Now we work 2 chains. Now I think we skip. Yes, we're going to skip 2. So skip, skip, and then we work 3 double crochet. 1, oops, sorry, 2 and 3. Then we chain 2 and skip 2 again, and then we start working the 5. So I'm going to skip the 2 chains and just start working our 5s back to back, separated by a chain 2. Okay, so I'm going to continue to work in this pattern all the way around. So here is the pattern: 5, chain 2, no skipping, 5. Then we chain 2, skip 2 and 3, chain 2, skip 2, and then we start 5, chain 2, and 5. So I will be right back. Hey, I can only imagine how big it would be if I had continued to use the worsted weight yarn. All right, let's close this round up, and then we can start our last round, and then we can uncover the name of this pattern. So 12th, 7 double crochet, 2 chains, 7 double crochet, 2 chains, miss 2, 1 treble, 3 chains, miss 2. Okay, let's go through that together. So we're going to start with a chain 3. That is 1 of 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the chain is 6, and then 7. Now we chain 2 and we work 7 again, so we're not skipping any. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we chain 2, skip 2, work 1 double. So that's going to be worked into the last of those 3 doubles there. Then 3 chains, miss 2, so skip the chain and start all over again with our 7 double crochet. And so here is your pattern repeat. It's going to be 7, chain 2, skip none, 7, chain 2, skip 2, work a double, chain 2, skip 2, and then start working your 7s with no skips, but a chain 2. Okay, I'm going to finish this all the way around, and that's going to be our last round, and then we will uncover the title. I'll be right back. So here is the final product. I think it's pretty cool looking. I like it. So let's see, what are you called? Well, we've been looking at number 1 for weeks, haven't we? Okay. 6. Oh. This is telling you that there are 6 doilies to work. So that didn't actually, I guess I can understand why he covered that, because it's doilies. It kind of gives it away, doesn't it? So here, I guess, is the name of the actual pattern. Diamond pattern. There we go. Diamond pattern. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Okay, guys, so here we go. That is number 1. We literally just have a few of these left. Let me count, because some of these are dummy tickets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and a couple of them are dummy tickets. So, yep, we're almost done with these books, and then we're going to start brand new books. Okay, guys, the diamond pattern. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while we unveiled what this is meant to be. This one turned out way better than the last one. The last one is, question mark here. I don't know. So this one makes a lot more sense. I will see you guys in the next mystery. Bye.